Hello guys, what is going on? Welcome, or hopefully for a few of you now, welcome back to Marvel Spank. Now, I am making this about Black Panther, and I am going to be disagreeing with the common consensus on this. I think there is a lot going wrong with the film. I think not necessarily that's going wrong with the film, but the way that the trailer was structured and some of the things that it was alluding to, possibly wrongly, which is a problem in itself. I mean, it strikes me as strange that this film's wrapped and it's in post-production, and around the similar sort of time as Thor Ragnarok. Once in November, we've got February release, so it kind of makes sense. But we've had, if you think about all the PR stuff that Chris Hemsworth has done, and Taika Waititi has done, and there's been set photographs, and there's been little teasers, and there's been changes to the logo, and there's been fancy artwork and new posters, and there's been regional posters and national posters, and there's been this influx of information. There's been nothing. There's not even been a picture of Ryan Coogler or any information on how it's going well to any of the news thirsty outlets that we've got on YouTube and on the web and on Facebook and things like that. We've not even heard Feige talking about the film, and it's in post-production. That's fucking weird. That is weird. Like, we know nothing about this film except for who's in it. Nothing. Now, let's talk about the trailer. First of all, Marvel have done it again. They've fucked over DC. As soon as DC get a little bit of spotlight, it's like they save these things. They've had them in the background and they're not going to release them until DC do something noteworthy. They did Batman vs Superman. Within a month, they announced Civil War. They bring out the Justice League trailer. Within a couple of days, they drop Thor Ragnarok. And again, Wonder Woman, we're pushing women to the front. We're having a first woman-only film. Boom, we've got a first black superhero as a titular character film. They just know, they time it. There's no coincidence. They are playing it like a pro. Now, first of all, looking at that precise element and treading as carefully as I possibly can, I felt like it was cheap. I felt it was cheap in places and obvious. Like, let's just see. It opens with two white guys. Because we can't be trusted to invest in a trailer if it was completely black from start to finish. Possibly smart, because it's not just me and you that's got to watch this. It's got to go to China, which is the biggest market for movie-going, money-paying people now. And if you look at the Chinese versions of Force Awakens, if you look at the Chinese versions of the Iron Man posters, they take the black people out of the posters. That's fucking racist. There's no way about it. That is actually racist. That's not the pretend racism that we have these days where white people get offended on black people's behalf. That is proper fucking racism. Alright? So they start the trailer with two white people. Alright, whatever. Like, that's the way you want to do this, that's the way it's done. And to be fair, the first half of the trailer is pretty good. It's done completely through exposition of Martin Freeman and Andy Serkis. I feel like I've said that wrong. Whatever. So, with those two talking to each other and offering exposition to explain to the unbeknowing viewing public what Wakanda is all about. Great. Loved it. Clever, smart, witty. Boom. And the second half starts, and we've got our first black superhero film, so we've got to use rap music. because there's black people in the film, we've got to use rap music. But what? Now, I'm not SJW, I'm the opposite because I'm not politically correct enough. But for me, I find it so unnecessary and cheap. I mean, Run the Jewels are sick, don't get me wrong, it's a great song, they're great act, and half of Run the Jewels LP is white. Great. So cultural appropriation or not, I found it unnecessary to emphasise the fact that this was a black film by using rap, which it isn't, because it's just a film with black people starring in it. Probably slightly naive to say that, but a lot of the cinema going viewing public will be white, so it's not going to be specifically made as a black culture film. However, what the music does is it subverses the content into not a regal battle of Wakanda. Even the tribal element of it is undermined, and the conflict and the confrontation in it then is lessened into a sort of street violence and gang crime sort of undercurrent. It makes me feel like I'm watching something like New Jack City or possibly Boys in the Hood or something like that, and that isn't the tone of this film. If it is the tone of the film, then it's another mistake, because again, it's going down the route of black stereotypes, and I don't stand for that. Make a good film that promotes black actors, that promotes a black director. Great, I am all for that. But if that is the tone, then I feel it's a mistake and it's a missed opportunity. But looking at that second half, just as far as the clips go, I thought I'd seen it all before. I've seen big set pieces. I've seen great fight choreography. I've seen big action sequences, okay? There's nothing in that trailer I haven't seen in other films. With the Spider-Man Homecoming film, you very much get the influence of him being young and being in school and having to balance the two aspects of it. Thor Ragnarok, you got that it was going to have slightly more comedic edge, that it's like, as it's been described, a buddy road movie. Great, but you could tell that from the trailer. The same thing with Guardians of the Galaxy. You knew it was going to be the same as the first film, but just more Guardians of the Galaxy. This just I've seen Black Panther chase a car in Civil War. I've seen him get hit by bullets from a helicopter. Okay, there's nothing there I haven't seen before. It doesn't excite me. Maybe this is the start of fatigue. I'm just surprised. I'm just surprised, that's all, that they didn't even. There wasn't even a. I mean, Andy Serkis had a good line, didn't he? Where he was saying, "I can see you," but even like we didn't even see Chadwick Boseman that much. Like, he was very, very quiet. You didn't get any of his actual character as T'Challa. Weird. And the last thing is the amount of colour in it. Like, I know in Civil War I got criticised for everything being washed out and tonally stripped, but that was a dulling down of the colour. It wasn't because there wasn't enough colour in it, it was because the colour that was there was tonally stripped to make it stylistically familiar. What they've done in reaction to that isn't adding more hue or vibrance or tone. They've literally added more colour, and we've seen it now in Ragnarok, we've seen it in Guardians of the Galaxy, and now in Black Panther again. It looks like a rainbow has been sick. That's what it's starting to look like. And what would have been done for a perceived separation from the films, the previous films, now is starting to make them all look the same, which is in contrary to what it was trying to achieve. But anyway, if you want to see anyone just bumming it, then go on any other single review of the trailer. And by the way, I probably wouldn't bother, because all they do is things you've missed, 10 things you haven't seen, and all they do is just talk you through what is happening on the screen. Here's a bloke that's running, and you can see the guy running, and this is a guy sitting down talking, and you can see that nobody knows any more than what you've actually seen, so probably don't waste your time and wait for some credible information to come out. Again, bizarre lack of information. Right guys, this is a real short one. You saw it at the beginning of the video, but just pop in somewhere. Should be linked to my Twitter account. There's also my personal Instagram if you want to take a look at that. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Hope you've enjoyed it, and thanks for staying till the end. Peace.